Welcome back to Tassi. This is Graybeard Gaming, and we are currently in the month of May. We have been really busy. I did a lot of stuff off camera. I wanted to just kind of give you guys a quick run through and show you what we've been up to. We've gotten rid of a fair amount of equipment because we weren't using it. And I have a plan. I actually got rid of my baler because I needed the money, actually. Sad as that is. But yeah, I do want to go and take a quick peek at our finances because, as you guys can see, last month we had a miscellaneous payment of $19,486. That was really due to the fact that we did sell off some vehicles. We bought a vehicle. We sold off our Ranch King tedder, our windrower, and our feed mixer. So we sold those off. But then I also did a contract. So I brought in over or just about $100,000. But obviously we got to pay taxes on that. So that's what we had to do. Now we are moving on. This is May, and I just want to take a quick peek at our map and just to kind of show you guys what we've done. So we have got our two wheat fields here and here. I accidentally planted a little bit of sunflowers right there, and I forgot when I was doing that. That's not what I was gonna want to do, but I remember I was like, oh no. And then I got busy because this field here took forever to plant. We did soybeans in that, and it took bloody forever. We also planted oats here and sunflowers here. This field over here is actually kind of interesting to me. I'm going to run over here and we're going to show you what I mean by that. This is telling me we are only 50% fertilized, which that doesn't feel right, but I guess we'll deal with that. This right here is ready to be harvested. This is our grass, but I want to do something different. So, you guys can hate on me if you want, but I wanted to have something in the center of our grass. I just wanted to be different. So that's what I did. I did something different. So yeah, we've got sunflowers right now, but it just didn't want some massive field of grass. I just felt like that was going to be counterproductive to have that much grass. But that is where we currently are as far as things we've been working on. I got a goat barn I placed down. I did a lot of this stuff off camera because I just wanted to get it done, and doing a 30-second spot here and a 10-minute spot there on stuff that's not really interesting, even to me. I just didn't want to make everybody suffer through it. But we have got plenty of food in here. These guys are doing great. We have our cows over here. And I only did sheep over there. I wasn't going to do anything but sheep. I'm going to have to get some more hay into the cow barn, which is fine. I mean, I'm sitting at 19,000 liters. Probably have enough for this month, but I'll get another 2 or 3 bales in there, and we'll be good. Slurry, we've got quite a bit. I don't know really what to do with it. I have no intentions of doing anything, if I'm being honest. There's nothing currently in our grain silo, but we also got a power washer, and we've got a roller now. But what I will do is I'm going to go ahead no, I don't want this tractor. I want this tractor because I'm going to need the loader to get bales. So I'm going to get this tractor out We're going to get hooked up to do our fertilizer on our soybeans. Get that done, and that's good for, you know, just making sure we continuously are trying to improve our yields. Got to do that. But yeah, we'll put down our fertilizer here with the Challenger. Hoping that it'll take off. It's telling me I need it, and I feel like I did all the things, so I'm wondering if I did them in an order that's just not. Yeah, there you go. So he's going to do that. I'm going to go ahead, hop in here. We're going to go get our forks wherever I put them. I don't know where I put the dang things. And then we're going to get the cattle fed. And probably get a bale of grass over to, or we're not doing grass to our sheep. We're actually giving them hay. So I'm going to let them feed down because they're at almost full. And I'm just going to get 3 bales. That'll be good. I just got to find my loader, front end loader for this tractor. I have no idea. Oh, I remember where I put it. Huh. Actually put it inside because I didn't want it to be in the weather. Silly of me. Not getting very much excuse me. Super tired. Kid's been sick here in real life, so having to deal with that. But hopefully he's getting better, and we'll hopefully get him back to school next week. He's had strep throat, and I tell you, it takes a lot out of him. Like, he's more of a night owl, and he's 4 years old, but he loves to be all up in everything, and he does not like to go to sleep. But you can tell he is wiped out as a result of the strep throat that he's been fighting with. Poor little guy. I mean, last night he was asleep pretty early, and you know, when your body's fighting things like that, you might not be very active. You might be sleeping, you know, a lot during the night, but your body is working so hard to fight off whatever is going on in it. So I don't think he realized how exhausting it was. That's okay. He's just got to get his rest. I need to get mine too. I don't want to get sick as well. Alright. So yeah, we are full up again. We should be good for a couple of months here. I've got a decent amount of milk. I don't have a way of hauling it yet. I still need 3 things. I need to get a new baler, and I'm going to check the marketplace right now for that. But I need to get a new baler. I need to get something to haul my milk. That might be it right there, actually. That will take upwards of 16,000 liters. Oh, and it'll take slurry, so I can get rid of that too. But I'm just looking. That's a mixer wagon. course I'm going to buy this. I mean, that's a no-brainer. So this is our new stuff. Just seeing what we had. I'll probably pick this up. I'll need a header as well before the month of July. So I need to get a grain header before July. But looking through here, it looks like I should probably buy that. I will need that. Just going through. Let's take a look. So standard, yeah, we're gonna do double fill capacity. Colors, they're fine. Those colors are fine. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm not gonna worry about a plate. All right, so $10,000. Let's buy that. I don't need it yet, but I will soon. Might get rid of the slurry. Let's go take a look. And I have to cut grass this month. Now, could I go and buy a header now? Of course I could. And I probably will have to. So that's probably on my agenda for the next item. There's a few things I need to get. I need to get a header. I wanted to get something for wood chips because I'm looking around and how can I make money on my own farm. I don't want to change my difficulty from hard economy to normal, not yet at least. I just feel like but I'm starting to feel that pinch of, you know, whenever I sell something I pay taxes on. Whenever every month right now I'm not able to pay off any of my $1 million. I'm just paying interest, and the bank loves that, but you know, that's over $35,000 a year right now. Or it's right around 30. Oh no, it's actually about 40,000 a year. That's a lot. I am going to pick up the weight because I have that sitting here. I could do contracts, but I'm going to be honest with you, I did one contract and I hated it. Mostly because it paid too much. It was a hoeing contract, and I'm like, I spent $14,000 on a hoe, and it didn't sit right with me that I was spending $1,400 on a hoe. And the return on that for one contract was over $30,000. To me, that just wasn't fair. Not to anybody in the game. But yeah, we are just gonna go ahead and take this back to the farm. I'm actually going to park this outside. This will not go inside. I don't see any reason to do it that way. Actually, it's going to sit right here. Now, could I go and get a header right now? Absolutely. Let's take a quick peek. This is the baler I want. I've struggled with the square baler. I'll show you guys the baler I'm going to get. This is basically the remake of the quick bale, and it's $130,000. So it's way more realistic as far as, you know, what it costs. But it's $130,000, and once you're all said and done with it, you know, I would want to do some changes. You know, I probably want the silage additive. And I'm going to go with a wide pickup. But yeah, I was looking at this and I'm like, I don't necessarily want to make baling more difficult. It goes a little bit faster, yeah, whatever. I'd probably go with a black. Paint colors, you know, main color I would want as the lizard green with the black, and I'm not ready to purchase this. I'm just saying when I'm to that point, main color would be black, and the rims would also be black. And that's the baler I'm going to get. It is what it is, though. Yeah, that's the baler I'm going to get. I've just been hoping it'll pop up for sale. Now that I've gone and done that, the only thing left for me to really worry about doing outside of I am spreading fertilizer, I should check that. It does not look like we've gotten very far. Why is that? This is such a difficult field to have a worker on. That's why I did not show. I worked the ground up. I did the planting. And the reason I was having trouble was this had meadow between these two fields, and it was counting this as one big field. So it wanted to do my, basically, it wanted to do any sort of assisted steering or AI worker. It wanted to make this one big field. So I actually had to go through and add a dirt road all the way down through the middle of it. I messed up over in here, and I wound up taking about a 18-meter section and putting a road into this field. So I kind of screwed the pooch there a little bit, but it is what it is, guys. One thing I would like to do is I want to pull over here. I for some reason have a bail on this trailer. I don't know why. I want to get that off. These are just the little things that, you know, I don't usually show them that I have to deal with, but I wanted to today. I wanted to just kind of give you the, you know, in-depth look of, you know, we have other stuff we need to do, and it's not always just, you know, about how we can making our money. Sometimes it's also about, you know, we have odds and ends chores that we have to do, and just the grunt work, I like to call it. Yeah, so we're getting on with the grunt work today. Now I'm just going to drop this over here and let it go into this stack. Don't need this where it was at. Alright, and that means I can just take this little trailer. We'll fold up the sides again, and I'm just going to move that over to behind our silo. I just don't want it out in the open where it's in the way, and if I leave it over there, because it does have auto pickup, it has a tendency to try and steal bales. So let's go ahead, we're going to drop that off there. Alright, outside of that, guys, that's really the main focus that I had today. I am going to look at contracts, but the problem is all these fields are relatively large, so none of the contracts are quick. And I say that, and then there's this tiny little hoeing contract that I'm going to pick up. It's $8,000. Yeah, we'll probably do it. I'm not gonna. I mean, I could do this weeding contract, probably with my hoe. I'll pick that one up as well. So yeah, we're gonna have 2 contracts. It'll be fun. I'm gonna put the loader back away. I still have this little gray trailer. That's gonna be for feed, actually. When I get to that point of having chickens, I will be able to, I keep hitting the wrong button there. I wanted to have a, oh shoot, forgot I had a front weight on there. Now I don't. I wanted to have a way to, you know, get grain out without using the big giant wagon. So really what I'm probably going to be focused on more this next couple of months leading up into where we are doing our our next stages is I want to get a wood chipper. I'm going to start taking down some of these trees that I can take in this fence row. I'm not going to take them all. I like to have a tree line, but I don't want these little rinky-dink ones. Like, these are fine because it's not in the same field, but these ones I'm going to take out because, well, I hate them. But I am going to probably start taking some of these out, and yeah, I just want to thin it out. I don't want to remove them all, but I figured wood chips would be a good way to make some cash. Yeah, so that's where we're at with that. So let's go take a quick look at the wood chippers. I am going to get the tree be gone. If you guys don't know what that is, I'm going to show it to you right now. So I guess there really was 4 items that I needed. It's almost like a forage harvester style wood chipper. It is this one here. It devours trees. And I mean, there you go. I mean, that's it. And it will hook onto the front end of my tractor. It'll have, which I have enough horsepower to run it, and it will just take down the trees and it'll chop them right up. So I'm hoping that and it also has a 50,000 liter capacity. So I'm actually going to buy that right now. All right. And when I'm done with my contracts, I will pick up the header for the combine and probably a trailer to go with it. So that's where we're at, guys. I think we'll wrap it up there. It's a little bit shorter of an episode, which I appreciate, and I'm sure you guys do too. So we'll end it there, and we will see you guys next time. This is Graybeard Gaming wishing you the very best of days. Stay safe out there. Bye.